The Don has blinked first, pausing his reciprocal tariffs on the whole world for 3 months. But with the question mark still hanging in the air, India is still not off the hook. So, what exactly is India doing, or as many people suspect, not doing? Let's clarify the confusion. Even before Trump hit the pause button, India had decided more or less that it will not go in for any retaliatory tariffs. Essentially, India won't start a trade war with its biggest trading partner. But with higher duties, what can the government do to help its exporters? The industry's demands range from offering more PLIs, that's production linked incentives. Now we will come to why that's important in a few seconds, as also interest subsidy for affected sectors and duty cut for exporters. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has also asked the industry to revert with a list of non-tariff barriers limiting their growth so that the government can get proactive. Of course, while some sort of adjustments of the high duty on US goods is likely in the interim, India has already approached the US for negotiations. The nation's long-term hope in a solution hinges big time on the bilateral trade agreement. That's a free trade deal both nations have been hard at negotiating for years now. But now with Trump's tariff threat, it is now do or die. Both nations' best case scenario is getting the deal signed by end of September or early October, when PM Modi will visit the US for the annual UN meet. Of course, this trade trauma is not just about the US and India alone. In a global recalibration of this sort, there are multiple scenarios that India need to consider. Beyond the challenge, opportunities also beckon. If China and Europe get tariffed out, is that a vacuum India can hope to fill in? Good chance, but the hard reality is that India simply doesn't have that kind of production or technological capabilities. That's where the demand for PLIs in export-oriented sectors for both domestic manufacturers as well as international investors could help. India's other big fear is dumping. China has massive production capabilities aimed at exporting to the US market, and if it gets shut out of it in the course of a trade war, these products could just flood other countries. India fears it could be one of the targets since it is a huge domestic market which is also price conscious. If something like that happens, it could throw the local domestic manufacturing ecosystem into turmoil and cause more of a crisis than what Trump's tariffs could inflict. In fact, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say this is an area India right now is more worried about, especially since Trump also seems to be, at least as of now, watering down his reciprocal tariff war from USA versus the world to USA versus China.